Philadelphia, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. So the D-line's going to spread out. They'll run it here. This is Deontay Foreman. And a big tackle there as the defender runs right through it, right at the line of scrimmage. And a couple of big boys up front defensively, and in that 4-3, those D tackles so vital.
Extremely vital. I love how you describe that because if they control things up front, often it's over the guard. Sometimes they slide and make it over the center. It's really hard to get a play started then because a lot of teams want to start inside out running the football. But against a good 4-3, you may not find any space. And on that play, there was zero space, no gain.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 30 yards there.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage afterwards.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. And we're only in the first quarter, so they've been... And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Fletcher Cox busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Here comes the D swarming to the line. Back to throw here. And this one's incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long.
All right, now look at 56. Hurry up, here we go.
They'll drop the throw. This is Reese on the ground. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. That goes for a gain of 31.
Hey. Back down, Philly, here we go. Set, 3-19. Back down, Philly, here we go. No, check, Patriot. No, check, Patriot.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Give him 3 on the play, and it'll make it a 2nd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Here's Foreman. And they go the wrong way here. Knocked back to the 20. So he loses 3 yards there. Now 3rd down. A tackle for loss there. 2 last week. He's tough to handle coming off the edge.
And when you talk about a defensive end, your first thought is how does he rush the passer? That's where he makes his big plays getting into the backfield. But the best ones can play the run as well. And that's what we're seeing from him, that excellent combination of holding the point of attack and also getting upfield to make plays in the backfield.
He'll look to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It's a gain of 7, and that'll bring up 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. They want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
So it's our visitors who make the first dent in the scoreboard as they get 3 here on the initial drive of the ball game.
Yeah, it's hard to say who actually won that opening drive. On the one hand, anytime you can come in as a road team and get an early lead, you're going to be thrilled. But at the same time, to have the ball as deep in enemy territory as they did and come away with only 3, that's got to be a little bit of a disappointment.
This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on first down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. 2nd down, 9 yards to go.
Watch tight, watch tight. Tight end right, tight end right.
And to give this time to the tailback. And that play goes nowhere. He's met behind the line, and a penalty flag may add insult to injury. Now, they had stopped him for a loss on the run anyway, so they'll decline that.
It's almost a good psychological advantage, isn't it? You created a penalty, and you still couldn't gain yards against us. No way we need to take that one.
Third and 11, and some extra depth in the secondary here. They're in the dime. Shotgun now for Wentz. Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and I think the ball's out. And who's got it? The Giants!
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
Now a play fake here on first down. And this is caught at the 8. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Here's Franks now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Now he'll let it go deep right side. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again. Just like last week, each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Over the middle, it's complete. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. The reception good for 7. It's third down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. And a great job here. This is going to turn out to be a beauty. This is marked down at about the 3-yard line. An update from that game going on in the Meadowlands. The Jets out to the early lead. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. And not great starting field position here for the offense.
Here we go now. 3-19.
A run by Foreman to start the drive. And they'll bring him down right around the 13. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Giants with the football here as we begin quarter number 2. And they'll come up looking to keep this drive moving. And the defense definitely showing blitz here. They'll set up a throw. He sets to fire deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered, and he was able to get a hand in and knock it away.
On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. He finds Beckham complete. And he'll have the first down as he's up to about the 18. At 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Back to throw now on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first. Now a toss play. This is Foreman. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he'll be knocked down sideways. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on second down.
All right, now, look at 56. Hurry up, look at 56. Green, 39. Over. Leopard.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Dancing to his left. Caught left side. It's Beckham. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. A big play there for the Giants. 43 yards. They go play action here on first down. And too much on that one. It's out of the back of the end zone, incomplete.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. Beckham goes in motion left. Now Foreman. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Here's Franks now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Pushes him over. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And this is their 3rd drive right now. Maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he roams across the 20 to the 24-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Being chased out left. Wentz can pull it down when he needs to, and the 6'5 quarterback picks up the first down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
Now they try the right side here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half. We'll come back to Philadelphia after this. On first down, Wentz. Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he breaks it all the way out to the 38-yard line. Great return. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. On 2nd down, here's Wentz. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. And the play goes for 19 yards. Gives him a new set of downs. Wentz now on 1st down. And this is Ertz with it, right side. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 15 yards through the air and a 1st down. He's been the forgotten man in this first half. Not a guy you want to forget. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Watch tight. Watch tight. Tight end right. Tight end right.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Buying time to his left. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So a 2nd down incompletion now brings up 3rd down. Wentz. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And now the Giants, they get the officials' attention and take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Come on, baby. Get excited. Let's go.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. They pass up the 3, fake it. It doesn't work.
I'm just going to go ahead and call it, partner. You could smell the desperation in that fake, couldn't you? Down big. They had to try something. No one was fooled.
I think you're exactly right. With this deficit, though, go ahead and give it a shot. Didn't work out. In the end, I guess it doesn't hurt him too much. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Going down the middle, and it's complete. And he takes this one all the way across midfield into enemy territory down to the 40-yard line.
Now let's go.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. So in the 2nd quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Meanwhile, a 2nd quarter score from Carolina. And it's the Panthers there out to the early advantage. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
And that's a lead that excites a team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it, that can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook, but even before the kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we send you down to Orlando where we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Larry. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. Oh, he shifts past him. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
It's a lot of contact going on there, and in the end, unable to keep 2 hands on the football and bring it into his body.
Everything looked pretty good until the finish. Wentz will try again on second down. Steps away to his left. Ertz has it left side. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Wentz now on first down. Flushed out right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays. 12 yards that time and a first down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So the youngster able to use the legs to pick up the first.
And one of my pet peeves when they see this guy play, when Carson Wentz takes off running the football, I always hear people go, oh, he's sneaky athletic. No, he's athletic. Watch him do it. It's an integral part of the quarterback run game, and he gets...
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Sliding out of the pocket. This will be caught inside the 10. And he goes out of bounds inside the 10 at the 9. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And now inside the red zone, the offense will operate. From the gun, it's Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line, and that's where the return stops. Thought they had something going there to break that goose egg here in the second half, but to no avail. Hope was alive until that interception. What a terrific play, taking the ball away after it looked like they were starting a drive. And now that shutout still standing. You know that's something those defensive guys hold a lot of pride on, too. No doubt about it. They're excited about where they are in this game. Beckham will go in motion right. They'll start the drive with a give to Foreman. Fighting him off. And some room to work. He's got the lane, and there he goes. He's at the 30. Touchdown, Giants. A great play there. 89 yards. And the Giants just continue to pour it on. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards. And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly. Bad enough to throw it anywhere, but that drives coaches insane when they're thinking about, hey, we've got a shot at points already. We're already in a spot where you're thinking you've got 3 on the board for sure, and to come away with nothing, that's a really tough one for them to swallow. Yeah, will they make up for it? And now here's a carry heading left. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense. On play action, Wentz rolling to his right. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. Give him 30 yards there. We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. And some changes here as the D-line separates some.
Watch twist. There we go. Back.
Now Wentz. Oh, fighting off the defender. They'll roll him out right. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And now the offense operates in the red zone.
Watch tight end. Watch tight end. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. There we go.
Throwing on first is Wentz. Breaks a tackle. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 7 yards on the play, and it's a second down. They run it for the first time with a backup Murray. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a third and about 3 to go. The Eagles on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Defense showing blitz. Wynn's going to try and throw on 3rd. He'll buy some time right. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case, because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5.
Come on, baby, get on your feet.
Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Trey Burton, his first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles are able to eat in just a bit to this sizable deficit. Elsewhere, they have gone to the second half in Carolina. And the Panthers looking pretty good. Their lead growing even further. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And now the Giants will stop play as they take a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Now here's Bryant to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. And New York set to take the field. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. And heavy contact. He is knocked down hard at the 36. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down. Now a handoff here to his running back. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks.
When a coaching staff sees their team run the ball this successfully in the fourth quarter, they're really excited, because you can plan for a running game all you want and want to press that advantage when you get it. But for the most part, it's a little bit of a surprise. And right now, they've got to keep that going, want to continue to grind out the clock, because it's definitely in their favor at this stage of the game. Can they close the game out and continue to do exactly what we just saw there, and that's run the football?
First down and 10 now for the offensive group.
All right, now, look. Here we go. Three down. Now, let's go. Watch it now, Barney. Check.
The play clock's running down.
Barney. Hurry up.
And to give this time to the tailback. And some room to roam now. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. The defensive line disperses a little bit here, maybe expecting a pass. They'll set up to throw. This is Reese on the grab. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards. Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
Man left. All right, here we go.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. So another score there, and often you talk about the three phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a fourth phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the fourth quarter. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Eagles coming out as they get ready. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Throwing his Wentz, and he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. DeJuan Smoot in there to drop him, and it'll be a loss of about 8. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. Wentz going to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. Only 2 on the screen pass there, and it'll be 4th down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
The Eagles send out their punter now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. And the Giants ready to come out now. They've really distanced themselves. They have put the pedal to the metal, I guess, so to speak.
So definitely have them in the rearview mirror, don't they? I mean, you're exactly right. Being able to string together these drives that end up in points, it's almost like a run in basketball to create that distance, and they're on a really big-time one right now.
It becomes contagious, doesn't it?
It absolutely does, because oftentimes it translates to your defense as well, because they're excited about getting the ball back for their offense that's playing so well.
Well, they are clicking right now. And his throw is incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line. Pretty good little 2-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or 2 because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The Giants on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7.
All right, here we go. 3.
They're going to look to throw. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown.
You have fun with this one, partner?
I am. I mean, he's been fun to watch under center.
We always talk about, getting to the next level, right? When we see people get into the zone. This guy's in the master class right now. What a performance he's putting on, just carving them up.
4 touchdown passes. Carving him up is right. Seems like everything he throws is going to be a completion and going in the end zone. Here's Franks now to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move.
So the D-line's going to spread out. Now Wentz. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 7 yards there on the first down screen play. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. Now Wentz. Sliding out of the pocket. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. They're on to the 4th quarter now, by the way, at Bank of America Stadium in Carolina. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hold on, a victory there would be their 3rd of the year. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So here we go, 1st and 10 now.
Two times. Here we go, back. Wrap. You got 4. Win spot, Sunday. What's this? Rush in.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
So 5 yards remain now, still 1st down.
Back. 55, Mike.
Now a handoff looking right, and he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. It's a gain of 3, and it sets him up with 2nd and just 2 yards to go. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now Wentz, gotta have this one. Flush to his right. He's going to let it fly. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 19. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
All right, here we go. 3-19. Leopard. Gun.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He's going to air one out. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. That hold coming from the left side of the line.
Hands got caught in the cookie jar on that one, and the flag came out. Penalty against him.
They'll run with Foreman. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. A good productive run there on first down. He winds up getting 8. It's already 2nd and 12. The defense hoping to push him back more.
Hurry up, here we go.
He'll look to throw. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Giants, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they'll sink now to 0-4. And they'll be on the road next week for a matchup with the Carolina Panthers. So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. With that, we say so long from Philly.